Welcome back, everyone. You know them, of course, as a superstar couple who host Live with Kelly and Mark. But what happens when Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa dive headfirst into the high-stakes world of Italian football, otherwise known as soccer for our American audience? A new 4-part ESPN docuseries, Running with the Wolves, follows the pair who have purchased Campobasso FC, a historic soccer team in the heart of southern Italy. Mark and Kelly then work to make them competitive while also meeting the demands of the team's loyal fan base. Let's take a look.
I thought we were just going to buy a property in Italy.
Well, there's a stadium. I'm playing the role of an executive in Italian soccer.
A role you were born to play.
Even down to player selection. The kid's available. If you're in, I'm in.
Are we picking players on how good looking they are?
Starting to get a little spicy.
What happens if they don't win?
Mark Consuelos is here now to talk more about Running with the Wolves. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Mark,
for
joining
me.
us. So I like Kelly's idea. Just pick them based on how good looking they are.
No. That was a joke. That was a joke that I made. I said he's good looking, and she's like, "Oh, is that what we're doing now?"
That's the criteria.
She was very suspicious.
All right. I mean, you guys are busy enough. What made you decide, let's also buy a soccer team?
You know, initially I thought I was going to be more of a silent partner in this, and then just the competitive spirit in me and my partner Matt Rosetta, brought me along and asked if I want to be more involved. And I got to tell you, it's been probably one of the most fulfilling projects of my adult life.
And you were telling me just a little while ago, you played soccer for a while, middle school, high school.
Yeah, I did. Not as good as any one of these guys, so frustrated, but I'm a huge fan of the sport. It's the world sport. The World Cup's coming to North America. Yeah. It's going to be massive. And the thing for us is that this city was in danger of losing their team. The previous ownership had gone bankrupt, left town, and over 100 years they've had a soccer team here. And so they needed somebody to come in and try to revive it. And in 2 years we won 2 championships and moved up to the 3rd division, the highest level they've ever been. But we're not ready to stop there.
So how did you go about reviving it? And how much of a learning curve was there? Because this isn't your normal day job.
We had no idea what we were doing. When we bought the club, it was 10 days before the season started. I asked my partner, do we have players? He said, no. Do we have a coach? He said, no. Do we have a place to play? He goes, maybe. Wow. And I said, let's do it. Let's try to do this. And we had a magical season. I think we only lost a couple times in that first season. And in the second season, I think we only lost like 4 times.
What's been the most rewarding part of it all?
I think being able to connect with the community, understanding that this is more than just about soccer. This is about their identity, and that they allowed a few crazy Americans to come in there. And little by little, we won their trust. And you can see them, you can see that joy on their face, and we have the best fans, the most loyal fans. They're lovely people.
How do the challenges compare to owning a soccer team with just your normal day-to-day of being, the top-rated daytime talk show?
The biggest challenge, I would say, is that Italy opens up about 6 hours before we do. So they're 6 hours ahead. And so some of those calls were at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning in the United States. And you have to be ready. You have to be ready to make some decisions. Understanding kind of the politics and the drama of everything that happens in Italy it's very Italian. The show, you'll get a taste of it, and once you get that, then you can start communicating a little better and making decisions based on that.
I think what a lot of couples will find interesting is not only do you and your wife work together in your day job, but now you are fully partners together with the ownership of the soccer team. Do you all each bring different levels of value?
Sure. I think she was very suspicious for a long time until I actually brought her to a game, and she was wondering, like, what are you doing spending all this time doing this? And I would bounce ideas off of her, and she always had great advice for us. But it wasn't until I brought her to a game in Italy and she saw our fans against the rival fans, and it was electric, and it was an exciting game. And afterwards she said, I understand now. I understand now.
And you all both have some roots in Italy.
We do.
Is that right?
Yeah. My mom's Italian. My dad met my mom in Italy. I was not born there, but I moved there like a month later from Spain, and I lived in Sardinia in the region of Puglia, and I would go back every summer after we moved to the United States. It's my first language. I love Italy. I have such deep ties there.
Campo Basso, we are going to be pulling for the team and
Thank
for
you.
you and Kelly. Already love that there's a success story in the making there.
Thank you.
So much for joining us, Mark. You can catch the first 2 episodes of Running with the Wolves on ESPN next Tuesday, July 29th at 7 Eastern. It will then stream on ESPN Plus immediately after.